Welcome to another edition of Survival Mode, where we give entrepreneurs a step-by-step roadmap to starting their own business. I'm Bert Robinson.
I'm Kevin Beers.
I'm Michael Grant Jr.
You can reach us by email at hello@survivalmode.live or check out our website at www.survivalmode.live. Let's get to it. Welcome back to another edition of Survival Mode. We're in step number 9. We planned our launch party. We are preparing our launch party. Oh, now we need to position for that official launch party. Make the launch party plan official. We're vetting. We're vetting it in the preparation stage, but we're also vetting it in the position stage here as well. Positioning incorporates you making everything official. Everything. You're signing off on the dates. You're putting everything to rest. Okay, we're going to have it this day. We're going to have it here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're taking care of all of that. Now, you're locking everything in. Think about that. If you say you're opening up the doors April 15th, oh, that was a bad day to open up the doors, but okay.
Not if you're a financial services firm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Marketing.
Okay. Good one.
You see that marketing just kicked in?
It just slammed right on in there. I tell you,
right?
he does it all the time. Okay. Now, but everything is locked in. Your plan, your budget, all of that, it's concrete. Now it's time. Now you locked everything in. All right, you're structured, right? Can we change something, Kevin?
If you want it to cost you, I would not change anything at this point. We are locking in, which means we're not going to make changes. And here's another reason not to make changes. You know how you were complaining about testing everything before? Every change you make, you got to test it to make sure, and then you basically have to test everything else that's connected to it to make sure it all works. You're just creating more work for yourself. You've gone through all the steps to make sure you got it right.
Oh.
Now it's time to lock it in.
More testing?
Well, if you don't make changes, then you have less testing to do.
And let me say this too. Let me add to that. This is why you give yourself time to build these things out. Just because your launch party is this time doesn't mean that you don't start the planning process of your launch party all the way in the beginning. You want to give yourself time, and you should be honest with yourself to know I might need more time on certain things. You have to be transparent and honest with yourself.
Wait. What do you mean be honest with myself? I'm always honest with myself.
Oh, really? Here's an example. Somebody said, you know what? I'm great at speaking. I can talk to, no, that's what he said. I can talk to anyone that I come in crossroads. And then all of a sudden they get in front of a room of 100 people and they said, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. And it's because they overestimated their situation. The question is, have you spoken in front of 100 people before? Do you know that your actual launch party is going to have 100 people there? Well, guess what? You might want to have somebody to go along with you to speak for you. Say, you know what? Everybody, welcome. I'm going to have John Doe speak about this, and then any questions I can answer. I'm telling you, be honest with yourself. That's what that was about.
Kevin,
what do you think about being honest with yourself?
Well, when you said that you're always honest with yourself, I said, oh, and all this time I thought you were a human being.
See,
human beings lie to themselves. You don't ever want to think, well, there's two ways that a lot of people go. Most think they're better than they are. Many think they're worse than they are. Very few know exactly where they are. So you're going to, and even I like to think of myself as someone who knows where I am. I'm still going to lie to myself sometimes. Like, my grandkids will bring me a toy. Grandpa, this broke. Can you fix it? Absolutely. Well, because I'm convinced I can. But then I get into it, it's like, well, maybe not so much. You know, it so it's just an example. I didn't have a business
No,
example.
that's a great point. So
It
that
is.
means take the humble approach. If you're just take the humble approach, because again, you're testing and you want to make sure everything works. Be humble, and guess what? Yeah, give yourself room for
It,
error.
seriously. I mean, there's so much you can unpack with that. Okay, there's so much you can unpack with that. But this is where you got to get outside your comfort zone. This is where you really got to get outside your comfort zone. And that's just my opinion. And the thing you're branding your business. You're branding your business. Should I put out invitations, Kevin, for this?
Put out what?
Invitations.
Absolutely. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, you want people to come to the party. How do you
Okay.
invite people to a party? You send out an
Okay.
invitation.
All right. Now,
It might
should
be
they
in the form of,
RSVP?
I'd say that's an absolute too.
Okay.
You know, even those who reply that they will be coming, some won't show up. Some that don't reply will show up. So you know that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So just be aware of that.
Okay. I mean, I'm asking questions here. I'm asking questions, because I'm going to be the guy. I'm the business owner trying to get information from you guys. Help me out. Now, how can they reach us, Kevin?
Our website is www.survivalmode.live. Our email address is hello@survivalmode.live. It looks like you guys thought you were going to catch me off guard on that one.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.
That's
We
the
got to have
fun
some
we
fun.
have on survival mode.
We got to have some fun. You know, but you know what?
Oh,
Even having fun, we can still be structured. We can still be
absolutely.
structured. You know, um,
I wanted to talk about the invitations.
go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is the time, because everything is already structured, everything is already planned out, and everything is already paid for. You need to make sure that people come to what you already paid for. So you've done all this stuff, and matter of fact, here's a great point. The same way how you want people to be at the doors when you open up your business, you want people to be ready and lined up to come into your launch party. See, people don't realize what we're telling you are principles. It's all the same, just put in different places and different perspectives. It's the same principles, though. If you plan and you prepare and you position, you will prosper.
And getting that information back. Guess what you're going to have? You're going to have a database from those invitations. You're going to have a database from those invitations, depending on how they respond. I prefer they respond via email. Am I right, Kevin?
Actually, I would prefer. So I want to add to the invitations. You can send out a paper invitation or an email invitation. You have no guarantees on that. Your best bet is to invite them personally. Because first of all, it makes them feel good that you took the time to make that phone call. Because if you got 100 people coming, that's 100 phone calls. Someone knows you're putting an effort in, so they are more likely to show up.
Okay, but let me twist it. On that piece of paper, what if I put a QR code that works?
No, that's one way to do it. Because what I would do is I'd call, okay, Bert, yeah, I want to invite you to my launch party. Hey, Bert, I'd like to invite you to my launch party. I will send you your invitation through the mail or through email, however I'm going to do it. And I would love if you would just respond to that and let me know whether or not you can make it.
Perfect.
More than one way to skin a cat.
That's
More
right.
than one way.
You got to think for cats today.
I know. I know. They've got 9 lives, 9 lives. All right. Now, Mike, let me ask you a question here about the media aspect of it and the general public. I know you've got an event getting ready to go off soon. Okay. How do you feel right now with your client getting ready to open up that restaurant?
Oh man, it's about making sure that everything is tested, ready, working, and available. This is the time, just like with your launch party, when you get closer to the actual date, your mind is, will everything work properly? So that's why you need to do all the testing beforehand. We hear, people hear stuff, and then we don't realize, and when the things are happening that we've heard, then it becomes so real. But
Right.
we're trying to help people to see that, make it real before it becomes before it manifests. You see, we're telling you to plan, prepare, and position, because when time comes, it's gonna come. You better be ready.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like the idea of making sure you're ready. Um, because I know you're not showing it on the show, but I know you're nervous. Even though you got everything in place. Okay. But you're being cool about it. I know I'm throwing you under the bus, but you still want to make sure your client is doing it the right way.
You're 100% right. Yeah,
And if you weren't nervous about it, I'd be worried about you.
that's right.
Okay. Because not everything, something is going to go wrong. Okay.
Don't say that.
But the thing about it is, no, but wait, but you're prepared for it. You're prepared if something goes wrong. You know, expect the worst. Okay.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Well, I want to give you a testimony to that. While we're right now, that's who was communicating with me, and they were giving me updates. And I told them I need updates. I need to know that this is checked off, this is done, this is done, this is done, because you have to make sure it's done. And if I'm involved, you're going to have to be a good representation of me. So you need to do your part. So yes, that nervousness is there, and everybody needs to know that it's going to be there, but it should compel you to actually move it forward.
All right. You can reach us at our website at www.survivalmode.live or email us at hello@survivalmode.live. We're coming back in just a few minutes and we're going to be what? Time to party with a purpose. Coming up next.